What's going on, Flick Talkers? Welcome back to another movie reaction. This time, my first time watching 1968's Planet of the Apes. Now, with the release of the brand new film coming out this weekend, I thought it'd be awesome for me to check out the OG, the old school, because I have seen the ones that came out in the early 2000s, and those are the only films that I know of this of the Apes type series. So I like to go back and kind of deep dive where all the original lore came from and just definitely pay some props to the actors and studios that came before the reboots. All right, so enough talking, let's get to watching because I don't really know much about this original movie. So before we get into it, make sure to hit that big thumbs up, consider subscribing today for more reactions like this. And if you guys are watching this reaction on YouTube and want to watch the full uncensored cut, make sure to click on my Patreon link down in the description below where you guys can watch today for a 7-day free trial. All right, Flick Talkers, without further ado, my first time watching 1968's Planet of the Apes. I think the only thing I know about this movie is there's a bunch of monkey men running around in suits. And it's obvious suits.
We're now on full automatic. I've tucked my crew in for the long sleep. 6 months in deep space. By our time, that is. The Earth has aged nearly 700 years since we left it.
That's interesting.
Well, we've aged hardly at all.
He's still up there smoking. What is all that flying in the background? I know I'm an idiot, but what's all that flying in space? Like, what? Space debris? Also, it doesn't say NASA on the patch. It says ANSA. It couldn't get the rights, or I don't know. I do like that idea of, you know, time moves differently up here. I mean, we saw that like in Interstellar and stuff, and it's very interesting. Very hard for me to kind of grasp and comprehend sometimes, but it's always good to see and kind of question. I mean, especially this is the late 60s. They didn't know what the hell, you know, space was really like, at least deep space or like the specifics and stuff, I'm sure. And like I said, monkey suits aside, I'm going to try to dive deep into the actual story, the performances, stuff like that. But I do know what they look like. I think I know what to expect. Also, there's about, oh my God, about 5 movies in this old school 60s, 70s Planet of the Apes series. You guys let me know, what is your favorite? I might continue these movies, I might not, but you guys let me know. And do they go in a chronological order? Just curious. Please let me know in the comments below. Ah, based on a novel. I did not know that. Oh no, they crash landed while in hypersleep, huh? Wow. You a deep sleeper. He grew a beard! Oh, they all did! That's funny. I wonder if that girl grew a little mustache or something.
Stuart.
How did that happen? Oh, she had a crack on the side of her sleep chamber. I wonder if that's what happened. That looks crazy, by the way. That looks kind of scary.
Get out of that signal!
It looks like they landed on Earth. Wow, what a shot. That has to be like Arizona, some deep parts of Nevada or something. I'm actually really impressed how they built this ship. I mean, part of it I'm looking at. It looks like a real ship crash landed. Oh my God, 3009? The year 3978? You set that sleep timer a little too long, I think. But yeah, I think that woman had a crack in her sleep vessel and she just aged too fast. I mean, at least they know that the air is, you know, breathable. Imagine if they popped that top open and they exploded or imploded.
Well, where are we? We're some 320 light years from Earth on an unnamed planet in orbit around a star in the constellation of Orion. Is that close enough for you?
It still always fascinates me when I see movies of actors that are really getting in the shit. They're really out there in the actual water. There's no green screen. There's no CGI water, none of this fakeness, right? There's a real background right here, real location. Like, I really love that stuff. I feel immersed in a real life location.
Hey, Landon, join the expedition.
Sorry, I was thinking about Stewart.
I read the clocks. They bear out Hasline's hypothesis. We have been away from Earth for 2,000 years. Give or take a decade.
Damn.
Still can't accept it.
I can't either.
Time's wiped out everything you ever knew.
It's still just a theory.
It's a fact, Landon. Buy it. You'll sleep better.
Nothing will grow here. There's just a trace of carbohydrates. All the nitrogen is locked into the nitrates.
If there's no life here, we've got just 72 hours to find it. That's when the groceries run out.
Yeah, they're all in this blind. I mean, who prepares for something like this? Okay, it wasn't that funny, dude. Relax. It was pretty funny, but not that funny. I love this terrain. It just looks so hot. So hot and sweaty and desolate, you know? These guys probably hated filming this. Like I said, getting in the shit. You got real actors out there running down hills in the water. They don't have any rules and regulations like they do now. I like this music too. It's very intense.
It doesn't add up. Thunder and lightning and no rain. Cloud covered night, yet there's no moon.
If we could just get a fix.
I've told you where you are and when you are.
All right, all right.
Your loved ones are dead and forgotten for 20 centuries. There is just one reality left. We are here and it is now. You get hold of that and hang on to it, or you might as well be dead.
Yo, he's an ass, man, but he's giving it to him real though. I like that. You have to. I mean, you're in a way crazier situation than you've ever been. It's time to accept the reality that you are not even close to Earth.
Caleb, over here!
Oh, interesting.
Where there's one, there's another. And another.
Huh, that's... wow. God, this terrain is fantastic on film. Oh, are those humans? I thought this was the Planet of the Apes. What is that? It's like a scarecrow. Scarecrow draped in the ape fur.
Hell with the scarecrows.
Nice. Time to wash our stinking asses. Ew, I always fear like swimming butt naked in a little pond or creek or lake like that. Whatever the hell that little body of water is, that a little microorganism is gonna swim up in me. I mean, especially if you're on another planet, man. Just, come on. Gotta fear for that. Okay, so there is human life and food, coconuts or something, watermelon.
Well, at least they haven't tried to bite us.
Blessed are the vegetarians.
Are the vegetarians?
They look more or less human, but I
And corn?
mute.
Of course, there's always a fine ass one. For real? You know he's getting with her.
Look at them.
How is there corn? Are they on Earth in the future? Is that the twist? They're on Earth in the future? All right, so that sounded like some kind of monster. I thought this was just gonna be monkey men running around. I didn't know about any of this. I gotta get up for the. Oh! And guns. What is happening? Oh, they are the monkey men riding horses. What the hell? The Planet of the Apes. Oh, this is pretty intense. Oh, that guy really like jumped like 20 feet. They are rounding him up. He got out. Oh no! Oh, they got him in the head. Oh shit! It's real, man. It's getting so real right now. So they're rounding up a few and killing the rest. It looks like. Oh, what the? They got him too again. I thought he's the main guy. Oh my god! I wasn't expecting all this. Wow, on this planet, humans are the cattle. Oh, he's still alive. Maybe the other guy survived then. Are they taking a photo? What in the hell? That's like an old school.
Smile.
And they speak English. What the hell is happening? He said, he sounded like the Cowardly Lion. That looks like Flintstone's bedrock where they live. They got monkey doctors? What is happening? I'm going to be laughing a lot at this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to be laughing a lot. Oh, shit.
This beast has lost a lot of blood.
Beast.
I'm an animal psychologist, that's all. We have no authority. The foundations of scientific brain surgery are being laid right here.
Interesting. So the roles are reversed when it comes to animal testing, so to speak. They speak perfect English, but there's still like a little bit of in there. It looked like they kind of had their knuckles like on the table.
Do we want something? Come on, speak. Do we want some sugar, old-timer? Is our throat feeling better? It still hurts, doesn't it?
He keeps pretending he can talk. What'd I tell you? Try it again and I'll break your arm!
Man has no understanding. He can be taught a few simple tricks, nothing more.
Wow, this is so interesting, the writing.
I've got a present for you.
We're going to observe the horniness and the wild of the human.
There's Bright Eyes. Hello, Bright Eyes. How's our throat today?
Hey, watch out. Here comes number one.
Does he know that modern fighting? Ah.
Stop! You hurt him!
Oh, he sees it. Oh. Maybe he doesn't want to see it.
Julius!
Natural born thieves, aren't they?
Come on, read it. Here we go.
Where did you learn to do this?
He's writing in cursive.
Chef Blake.
Let me do some math for you right here. Some equations to blow your mind.
Back on that planet you say you came from?
Dodge was killed in the hunt.
They fell out of the sky with you.
Not fell, flew.
Flight is a scientific impossibility.
Okay, so I don't know about flight yet. They're like, holy shit. I remember I used to make those when I was a kid. Oh, got a map?
We're here. You were captured here.
You fell into the water here?
No creature can survive in the Forbidden Zone. I know, I've been there, I've seen it.
But what about your theory? The existence of someone like Taylor might prove it.
Guards, return this beast to the compound. What is this?
It floats on the air. Try it.
Nonsense.
Yeah. This guy's wanting to hide what's happening.
The beast's throat's nearly healed.
It's not his throat this time. The vet's going to geld him.
Dr. Zero won't like it. She wants that pair to mate.
These orders come from Dr. Zaius himself.
Oh. better save that girl. She's fine.
He lives again. Yes, he has found peace in heaven. He was a model for us all.
And they believe in heaven and hell?
Warrior, defender of the faith.
This is bizarre. They got an ape church. I could not believe this. Oh, he's doing parkour.
Come on, Quintus.
Is this a museum? They have stuffed humans? I think I saw, is that a dinosaur claw? Where, bro, where are we? Where are we? This has to be Earth. This has to be Earth. There's no other way around it. I'm just predicting, jumping ahead. The similarities of creatures and adopting religion is too similar. Oh, shit. They didn't waste any time, did they? Bro, you need to get one of those guns and get on the horse. Oh, no, they got him. Oh.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Oh, I've heard that line. Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing. I love that.
Julius, you. I said shut up! It's a madhouse! A madhouse!
Now I don't even have you. Imagine me needing someone.
Back on Earth, I never did. That was the kind of world we'd made. So I left. No one to hold me there. You're not as smart as Stewart, but you're the only girl in town. I taught you to smile.
Oh, wait till they gave her a lobotomy. He said, "Get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape." Okay, this Dr. Zaius knows something, man. Are we going to find out what the hell he knows? He knows about other planets and human life and stuff like that. Advanced human life, I should say. Not like the cave people that we're seeing in this movie.
At the very least, this man has the right to know whether there's a charge against him.
This exhibit is indeed a man. Therefore, he has no rights under ape law.
Then why is he called the accused? Your honors must think him guilty of something.
It is scientific heresy that is being tried here.
Let us warn our friends that they endanger their own careers by defending this animal.
The Almighty created the ape in his own image, that he gave him a soul and a mind, that he set him apart from the beasts of the jungle and made him the lord of the planet. But certain young cynics have chosen to study man, who advance an insidious theory called evolution. The state charges that Dr. Zira and a corrupt surgeon named Galen experimented on this wounded animal, tampering with his brain and throat tissues to produce a speaking monster.
That's a lie.
Since the defendant has been forbidden to speak in his own defense, he requests that the following statement be read into the record.
You.
I have come to you from a planet in a different solar system. I am an explorer in space.
Stop right there. Let me see that. This is Joe. In very poor taste.
I'm waiting for that aha moment. God, this looks like Flintstones so bad. You guys remember that live action Flintstone movie?
That's him, that's Landon.
Which one?
The tall one in the back.
Landon.
Oh, they lobotomized him.
Oh, they cut him. But then you cut up his brain, you bloody baboon! Got him!
Why only him? This Dr. Zaius knows. I'm telling you, he knows. Oh my God. You damn dirty ape.
But if he did not come from another planet, then surely he sprang from our own.
Objection! Sustained!
The flaw lies not in an
Hear no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. That is funny.
You go too far! The state charges Dr. Zira and Cornelius with contempt of this tribunal, malicious mischief, and scientific heresy. It's so ordered.
They got some people that believe. Believe his story. Or are they going to try to give him a lobotomy before he speaks any further? I think so.
Who are you?
I'm from the Office of Animal Affairs. That male is to be transferred to the zoo.
Who says so?
They got their own zoo.
They're gonna save this beast from those butchers in the lab. If he can speak, he belongs in a public zoo. But what'll probably happen is that some money-mad grown-up will put him in a circus.
And they got circuses. What is happening? I know, I'm going to shut up. I just think out loud. Oh, they're going to bust him out.
This order's no good. It must be countersigned by Dr. Zaius.
Grab him! I'm Dr. Zira's nephew. This abduction was her idea.
She comes along too.
Yep.
Zira doesn't want your female.
I want her.
I want her. Yeah. She's bad. She's bad. You better take her with you.
All men look alike to most tapes. So put it on and keep quiet, and we may just get away with this.
Once again, the role reversal and the dialogue and the script matched it perfectly, man. If this were a Planet of the Apes, for sure. It's pretty interesting that they only inhabit one part of the planet, though. I thought they encompassed the whole world. It seems like they don't know what's beyond a certain area.
Well, Taylor, we're all fugitives now.
Guns?
The best, but we won't need them.
I want one anyway.
Now look here, Taylor, I'm in charge of this expedition.
But you're not in charge of me. I don't plan to be caught again. Dr. Zaius seemed to think there was another jungle beyond the forbidden zone.
We're going back to the diggings I worked at over a year ago. Near the place where you claim you landed from that planet of yours. The terrain around that lake is poisonous. There's no fresh water, no vegetation, nothing.
What's she pointing at?
Must be close to home for her. She knows it.
I don't think so.
Nova. Nova, you can't go there. It's not safe. Nova.
The name he gave her, Nova, was interesting. Oh, I forgot about the scarecrows.
You never told me. Why do you call this a forbidden zone?
It's an ancient taboo set forth in the sacred scrolls. The lawgiver pronounced this whole area deadly.
It would be cool if they showed like some kind of sea creatures or something, you know what I mean? Like to make this look like it's another planet. I mean, I don't see any birds or anything else, so it's like, I don't see any, actually, I don't see any animal life. Now that I think about it, we got some plants and stuff growing, some shrubbery, a lot of rocks, and we have ocean now. Where are the damn animals at? Besides the horses and the damn dirty apes.
Why did you do that? Scrape off your hair.
In my world, when I left it, only kids your age wore beards.
It makes you look less intelligent.
Oh no. What? How did they get them so quick? I'm Charlton Heston, fool.
Down that gun.
Shut up. Lower your weapon.
Tell him to pull back around the rocks. Out of range.
How did you know we'd come here?
It wasn't difficult. Only an apostate would flee to the forbidden zone. And only a fool would give a gun to an animal. I didn't realize that man could be monogamous.
On this planet, it's easy.
I lost.
And in that cave, a fabulous treasure of fossils and artifacts.
What? There's your minister of science. Honor bound to expand the frontiers of knowledge.
Right? What kind of scientist is this?
Are you willing to put that statement to the test? When were those sacred scrolls of yours written?
1,200 years ago.
Now, if they can prove those scrolls don't tell the whole truth of your history, if they can find some real evidence of another culture from some remote past, will you let them off?
Of course.
So once again, everything that I've seen so far points to this being Earth in the future. Except, how did we split off from humans to apes? I mean, I know that that was possible if you believe in evolution, but how did they become the intelligent ones and we become the mutes or savages, you know what I mean?
It was at this level that I discovered traces of an early ape creature. It was at this level I discovered cutting tools and arrowheads of quartz and the fossilized bones of carnivorous gorillas. But the artifacts lying here were found at this level and date back 700 years earlier. For the more ancient culture is the more advanced. The fact that many of these tools are unknown to us suggests a culture which, in certain ways, equals our own.
There are geologists on my staff who would laugh at your speculations.
But there's the dolls, sir.
What?
Lying right there, the human doll.
What does this prove? My granddaughter plays with human dolls.
A doll was found beside the jawbone of a man, and no trace of simian fossil has been found in this deposit.
Have you forgotten your scripture? The 13th scroll? Proteus brought the upright beast into the garden and chained him to a tree, and the children did make sport of him.
No, sir, I have not forgotten.
Keep digging, Cornelius. You'll find evidence of the master of the...
Interesting that their scripture talks about humans being spawned onto this earth just to become amusement for them.
You say these things were found at the same level as that doll?
He wore false teeth and eyeglasses.
But he was here before you. And he was better than you are.
I can offer alternate descriptions of every one of those articles, which is just as ingenious as yours.
Dr. Zayas, would an ape make a human doll that talks?
Oh. Not Nova! Not Nova!
Nova!
He's the only hottie on the planet. Come on now. Protect her at all costs. Got him.
I ought to kill you right now.
You can't trust the older generation.
I know what you mean.
If man was superior, why didn't he survive?
Wiped out by a plague, some natural catastrophe, a storm of meteors. From the looks of some parts of this planet, I'd say that was a fair bet.
He knew all the time, long before you found your cave. He knew.
Told you.
Defender of the faith. Guardian of the terrible secret. That's it, isn't it, Doctor?
Read to him the 29th scroll.
Beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn. Alone among God's primates, he kills for sport, or lust, or greed. Yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land.
Wow.
Let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours.
Oh, they are not wrong. Wow. That was deep.
That's far enough. To start with, I'll follow the shoreline and my nose.
But I still say you're making a mistake.
That's the spirit. Keep 'em flying. The flags of discontent. Remember, never trust anybody over 30. Doctor, I'd like to kiss you goodbye.
All right, but you're so damned ugly.
Oh. All right, he's a player. He's a player. He said, I don't discriminate. Saved my life, and I owe you one.
All my life I've awaited your coming and dreaded it.
You're afraid of me and you hate me. Why?
Because you're a man. I have always known about man. From the evidence, I believe his wisdom must walk hand in hand with his idiocy. His emotions must rule his brain. He must be a warlike creature who gives battle to everything around him, even himself.
What evidence?
The Forbidden Zone was once a paradise. Your breed made a desert of it.
There's got to be an answer.
Don't look for it, Taylor. You may not like what you find. Fetch your explosives. We're going to seal up the cave.
Yes, sir.
But the proof, the doll!
In a few minutes, there will be no doll.
Wow.
There can't be. I'm sorry.
We coming toward the end of this movie. Something about to happen. Something is about to happen. And if he continued with these sequels, we got to leave off on a big cliffhanger. What's that? Is that a lighthouse?
I'm home. All the time it was.
I told him.
We finally really did it.
You maniacs! You blew it up! Damn you! God! Damn you all to hell!
What is that? A statue or something? Oh, the Statue of Liberty. Very cool. It would be much bigger than that, but okay. Very cool. Oh, confirmation. I predicted it the whole time, but what an ending. All right. Yeah. Okay, we have confirmation. We have confirmation. And that was 1968's Planet of the Apes. All right, guys, so I finally watched the OG Charlton Heston Planet of the Apes from 1968. Now, I actually had a really good time with this movie. Once I kind of discovered some of the earthly things along the way, I should say, like artifacts and the landscape, obviously, and just the way people were speaking, the apes were speaking, I should say. I kind of predicted this movie along the way, but that's not to say that this gets a lower score because of that. It was just an interesting twist once we finally discovered everything with the cave and all that. So it's all interesting to me, but I can understand how someone that is not into that, or maybe even younger than me, or maybe even older than me, it all depends on what kind of viewer is watching a movie like this in 2024. Now, let's get to the cast of Charlton Heston as the main cast. I mean, I'm going to go over the apes, don't worry. But Charlton Heston in the forefront of this movie as George Taylor. He did a great job in this movie. I have not seen too many movies from Charlton Heston, so please leave your favorite movies from Charlton Heston down in the description below. I love how he was very authoritative in the beginning, very blunt. You know, when it comes time to thinking about your family and stuff, he was letting you know that time was traveling so fast that your family wasn't even a memory, man. They passed away 2,000 years ago. And yes, it's an afterthought and stuff like that. You can get sentimental about it. You got to live in the moment because we have to progress. We have to move forward. And that's what him and his team did. Now, Kim Hunter as Zira, I believe she was the scientist I believe it was a scientist, the one that was studying him. She was great. She was exceptional. I love the fact that she kind of went against what they were taught, at least in the culture, with the whole science and the faith. It became really interesting to kind of throw something on its head that you're not used to as human beings, obviously. And they were told that humans were less than. It would only make sense to me in a world where we thought apes and animals were less than, which some people do. Don't get me wrong. Cattle farmers, I mean, people consume animals like crazy because they think that they are less than. They're not, intelligent beings. So you can definitely have that argument. But when it comes to apes and stuff like that, I think that we know that they're intelligent. But in this case, they just automatically went to humans are dumb and there's no way reasoning with them. You throw them in zoos, you keep them as pets. We just pretty much capture them and study them. At least these scientists were. So I think she was trying to have some kind of breakthrough where she was on a discovery, her and her partner. They were finding artifacts and whatnot in these caves that proved that man was here before them. And once again, this evolutionary split was definitely fascinating to me. So that's what kept me engaged. That's what kept me watching, even though there was a lot of shots of them just walking and stuff like that. And once we got to the meat and potatoes of everything and just lifestyle amongst these apes, I got really invested. I got really into it. A lot of the action scenes were very good. I had mentioned along the way earlier in the film that it's really cool to see when these actors dedicate themselves to just throwing themselves off of cliffs and rolling down mountains and into the water and stuff like that. A lot of people would not do that nowadays, these actors, or they would hire stuntmen. I mean, there might be stuntmen in this movie that I didn't catch, but it looked like it was all them, the actors, for the most part. And I really do appreciate that about cinema from yesteryear. So that's one thing that I definitely like amongst the cast that I saw. Now, the story itself was fantastic, was absolutely fantastic. Even though I said that I predicted it along the way, that doesn't change anything. It definitely makes me ponder, makes me wonder. Man will destroy itself. We have been destroying ourselves. So imagine in the next 2,000 years, are we going to completely eradicate each other? I mean, is there only going to be a little crop of us left? Is there going to be a evolutionary shift once again? Are we going to become the mutants? So it makes you think a lot. And I like that. And I also like the cliffhanger ending that we got with the Statue of Liberty and "you damn dirty apes, damn you all to hell," I believe is what he said, something like that. But Charlton Heston was great in a role like this. He's very expressive. He's very over the top. He has a great set of chompers, great set of teeth to just put in the forefront of that camera, doesn't he? But I know he's a huge gun guy, and I'm sure he was back then. And I know the NRA loves him. And I think with a movie like this, if you're going to show that they are the dominant species, these apes, you just can't have primitive weapons. You got to show an advancement at least somehow. Once again, we're out here on Earth. The fact that they probably either found all of these weapons. I'm guessing they found these weapons from the men. That's kind of what it was. They found all these things along the way, and they learned to adapt with them. So that being said, I had a very enjoyable time with this movie, and I think I'm going to give 1968's Planet of the Apes a solid 4 out of 5. It was a very, very good first installment. You guys let me know, how are the rest of the movies in the series? I would love to tackle them if I can. And if you guys did appreciate my thoughts along the way, please let me know by hitting that big thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel today for more. Also, if you guys are watching this reaction on YouTube and want to watch the full uncensored cut, make sure to click on my Patreon link down in the description below, where you guys can watch this full-length feature Patreon reaction for free on Patreon today. All right, Flix Talkers, till next one, I'm gone.
Lights out, sound up, feel the bass now.